Good morning, everyone. So I was supposed to post the drafting and cutting of this dress yesterday, but for some unknown reason, it refused to upload. So I don't know, maybe the size was too big, and maybe also network, because network has been a bit bad over here. So here we go with the sewing of the dress. So right here, I'm joining the back neckline with the back uh, lining. I'm joining by 1/2 inch. I'm sewing round by 1/2 inch. So I'm done joining the neckline. Now I'm going to fold the fabric in two to get the mid or the center point of the dress, because I want it to have a bit of a slit at the back so that it would have it cause an ease when wearing it. So right now I've gotten the midpoint and I've notched. I'm going to measure down from the 1/2 inch, 3 inch. Now I'm going to sew a V round that midpoint where I measured the 3 inch. This is going to be our slit, because once I'm done sewing this, I'm going to cut into it. As you can see, it's a V shape. So I'm cutting into it to cause for the slit at the back. So I'm turning over to show you how it looks on the front. So yeah, I'm going to add a button. You can also use hook, but I use the button. I'm joining the front neckline by 1/2 inch also. So let me give you some few tips of when you're using a stretchy fabric. When you're using a stretchy fabric, always use the part that stretches the most to sew around the body and not the length. It gives a better fitting when you use it to sew around the body, because when you use it for the length, it can with time stretch out and lose shape, and the clothes would not be nice anymore. This is a mistake most beginners make. They use the part that doesn't stretch for sewing around the body. Please do not do that. So yeah, I'm cutting out the excess fabric after sewing the neckline. I am cutting this excess fabric from what I had sewn. That's from that 1/2 inch I have sewn, if you can see very well, not from where I did not sew. Please do take note for those that are beginners. So I'm going to turn over to show you. The purpose of cutting out that excess fabric is so that when you turn over your shirt or your gown, that it's going to balance. The neck is going to be well balanced. It's not going to budge. Now I'm going to be sewing the armhole round. So you can see I'm sewing around the armhole, joining the lining with the main fabric to sew it together. Now that I'm done sewing, I'm going to cut out the excess fabric again from there to avoid any form of bulginess when I turn over to the main fabric. So please, if you do not understand anything, please let me know, and I'm going to put you through in that. See, see how neat it looks already. From the neck to the armhole, no form of stitches are showing outside. So now I'm going to be joining the back and the front neckline together by joining the shoulder. So I place the back shoulder front facing the front fabric. Now I'm taking the lining from the back shoulder above over the lining of the front shoulder. Now I've joined them together, and I'm going to make sure that the both of them the balance way and they are aligned. Then I'm going to sew it in the machine by 1/2 inch. I'm joining by 1/2 inch. I'm going to do the same for the other side, the same thing for the left and the same thing for the right. The purpose of doing this is so that our shoulder can come out looking neat. You see, after sewing this and flipping back over, you would not see any form of stitching in the closing. So instead of this being like this normally, now since we've done it inside the sewing inner, when you flip over, just watch. See, now I flipped over. You see how it looks? Hold on, you're going to see the inside now. You see the inside. You're not seeing any form of sewing outside. There's no form of stitches outside. Now I'm going to be joining the sides. I'll be joining the side by 1/2 inch. I added just 1 inch allowance, 1/2 inch for this and 1/2 inch for sewing. The purpose of even adding the allowance is because I do not want the dress to be fitted. It's more like a bit of an A-line dress. The purpose of adding 1 inch is because I do not want the dress to be fitted, so I'm using from the 1 inch I'm using 1/2 inch for joining and 1/2 inch for ease, meaning I'm only joining by 1/2 inch like I did there. So the other 1/2 inch is just going to be there for ease, to make the dress not fitted on the wearer. When using a fabric that's not stretchy, you are free to add 2 inch after the main measurement, 1 inch for sewing and 1 inch for ease. So apart from this class, we are going to be having another advanced class on making the rose ball dress, on making a ball dress and how I make my ball dress without hard net and it's still very full. So here I'm going to be joining the hem. I folded my hem, which is the bottom part of your wear, in two, and I'm just going to be sewing it round on the machine. So also in our advanced class, we'll be learning how to make rompers. Yes, buttoned up rompers. And I'll be showing you how to cut, draft, and make different types of rompers. And also souvenir packs and hair pieces. Thank you for watching.